The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes Nelson. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Nelson on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Kyler Murray, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score, Cardinals.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. I'll call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here comes Westbrook. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Score Cardinals 14, Jaguars nothing.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And out. Across midfield down to the 45.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Connection made with Chenault. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete to
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. From the gun, here's Swift. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. That ball complete to Isabella. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Play action. Now it's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 50. The 30. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second down, Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jordan Phillips. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Tua on 4th down. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Isaiah Simmons. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Murray off play action. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun now from Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Tua, the final shot before half. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Buying time to his left. He'll run it, and he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Swift. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 2 and now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go. 58, boys. 58 to Mike.
throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big pickup of 38.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
His kick is good.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and now it's 2nd down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
2 and a throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Andy Isabella. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the 38, Murray eluding the pressure right. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That third down conversion good for 23.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On first down, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Drake again.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the play. And it's
third down, Drake. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tua now on first down. Big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Tua wants to throw it on second down. This is Shenault on the receiving end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. That one complete. He finds Shark. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
The Jaguars will line up for
a nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, Isabella. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Murray.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
13.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run with Drake. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that will be incomplete. incomplete.
Intended for Rob Gronkowski. Incomplete.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
One final try for Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And